addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my pants, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money, I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now, that's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow, that's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money, I must get this money, I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to balling, I have to get my cash. The money is calling, got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends. Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about he ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all you break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. That for the homies. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends. We coming, man. For the guys, man. P&V. Skirt.
Special guest, Jacob
15, when I saw my first 100 bids. Got my first 100 bids and made it through the running, man. They know how we coming, man. Gotta get this money, man. I came up from nothing, had to turn it.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Good. Here we go. Forward, in. Under. 36.
A second down throw for Prescott. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. This is caught. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and forward.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll give it to him up the middle. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Anthony Sherman punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Let's go.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Zebra.
They go play action. Cousins toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Yellow. He's in there. Yellow.
First down. Here's Cousins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win it? If you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Listen to me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and this belongs to the Vikings.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it first and goal at the 6. They'll run with Cook, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Here's Cousins. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. As his guys are in for 6, and the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's Elliott, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Prescott now on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ben Gideon coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now Cook, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Wide. The hot. 180. Where's the hot?
Cousins now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
180. Ringo.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Yellow. Move.
They'll throw again. Cousins trying to lay one up deep. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 42 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
To the air again, it's Cousins, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll give it to him up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Here we go. All right, here we go. 46.
Prescott from the gun on third. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Under.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 46. Here we go. 46.
On 2nd down, Elliott. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go. All right, hey. Watch quit. Here we go. 47. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
Let's go. Get out.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 2nd down, Prescott steps away to his left, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go. All right, hey. Here you go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Now Prescott. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second down, Cousins. Then he checks this one down to Williams. Shows his strength at the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Rhino! Gun!
Play action now. Cousins. Flushed. And he's going to go down again. David Irving in there to drop him. And back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Matt Wild now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go to Elliott again. take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Spinning away. 2 spins. And now running right through it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 63 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Cousins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Cousins on 1st down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. You expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Cook following the penalty. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start.
The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, we're good. It's a hot.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Let's go, get out.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking. At a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Bullshit, dog. Man, yo. That was touchdown, dog. That nigga was out. Fucking Madden hosing me.
Another carry time for the workhorse Elliott. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line.
What is he jogging for?
4
Fucking Madden, dog.
There, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Fights him off. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Hey, 382, Liz 50.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He sets to fire, and this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 20. Elliott. And an alley to run.
Hey.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 78 yards. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, spinning away. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They run again on first down. Cook takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
All right, now here we go, Wolf. Hey, flipper, flipper.
Cousins now from the 50.
Give me that.
And
Let's go.
Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The give is to Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go. All right,
Well, Prescott here to throw.
Let's go.
A connection to Hearns. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now,
you don't have to burn
I
it,
could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a give to the up man. That's Sherman. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On third down, Elliott.
Oh, stay on the feet, baby.
It's a gain of
Let's go,
6,
Zeke.
and that ought to just about do it.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there.
Good game, Swerve.
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
You're always giving me hell, boy. You always giving me hell.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Damn good game, boy.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. They said beginning of the year, our goal is to get into the conference championship game at least, and they have done that.
And how about that? They set their goals and they achieved them. I actually write down my goals each and every year and rarely achieve them. So this is a big deal. And now they can set their goals one site higher. Win this one, they go to the Super Bowl.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's
for
go.
more, find us on Twitter.
Tough game, boy.
At EA Madden NFL. From Minneapolis.
Game.
Good
Tough
night,
game.
everybody.
Kai, go and get your homework. Let me see your homework now. And you turn that fan on. I'm about to go over yours too. Nope. You know what the fan is. Stop playing with the switch. Is that the fan? Let go. Let go. Get your stuff. I told you. You know what? I told you. If I wake up tomorrow morning and there's any of your stuff and I step on it, I'm throwing it away. It's coming with me. So I suggest you clean up. Look at this play. This is crazy right here. They ain't gonna show it. There's no replay for that, huh? That's nuts. I just made him stop jogging like that. That's insane. They tried to get a game to him.